Hurricane Erin is out of here. Blew past the North Carolina coast, shot past Maine, and out of our lives. You can't even see it on the radar anymore. Meteorologist Kat Campbell told us it got sucked into an upper level low, which sounds pretty rough. But you shouldn't feel bad for Erin. I mean, look at what it left behind on the Outer Banks. There are whole air conditioning units among the debris on the beach. This is Highway 12 here as the storm came through, flooded and covered with sand. But here's Highway 12 now. DOT reopened it to traffic just a couple of hours ago. Ferry services back up and running too. So things are starting to get back to normal. But while the debris and the damage can be cleaned up and repaired like it has been so many times before, there are some things that are much harder to fix. I'm talking about erosion, beach erosion. You can't really fix it. You can only keep up. It's the reason those homes keep falling into the ocean in Rodanthe, 11 in the last 5 years. They didn't build the houses on top of the waves. The waves came a-knocking. They came up to the house because of erosion. 3 homes fell into the water last year, and wouldn't you know it, a few more homes were at risk of collapse during Hurricane Erin. As far as we know it, they're still standing. They made it through the storm. This storm, as we know, there's going to be another storm and another one after that. And we'll probably get another viral video of a house crashing into the waves. It happens year after year. So why does it keep happening? And why does it keep happening there? Well, it's not only because of climate change. It's mainly because of money. You see, the solution for beach erosion is expensive, but towns do it. Towns up and down our coast re-nourish their beaches every couple of years because they have to. They spend millions of dollars to pump sand out of the ocean back onto shore. That's what those big pipes are for. Have you seen them out of the beach? Wrightsville Beach sees about 3 feet of beach erosion per year, and they have to keep up with that, or they'd all be like Rodanthe. They spent $14 million last year to re-nourish and fight that erosion. The trouble is, Rodanthe does erode a lot faster based on where it is, and about 15 feet of sand a year gets taken away, which means that renourishment for them would also cost a whole lot more, like $40 million. And that's not a one-time fee, right? The waves don't stop. They keep crashing. The beach will keep eroding, and that area would have to keep up by paying up. And that's a lot to ask a place like Rodanthe to do, where the population is less than 300 people. The tax base just isn't there. It's too small for a project that big, and essentially they've been abandoned in a lot of ways. They've asked for help. Dare County applied for a federal grant, but FEMA said no, they didn't give it to them because that tax base is too small. So what else can be done? What about moving the homes or just demolishing them before the waves can take them? That's possible. In fact, this year, 1 home was demolished and 1 home was moved. The National Park Service helps with this sometimes because they see it as an environmental hazard. They will buy the homes specifically to demolish them. In 2023, they bought 2 homes for more than $700,000 combined, using a special fund to protect natural areas. The Park Service tore down the homes before they could collapse and then pollute the beach. And I can't tell you enough how bad that pollution can be. Just listen to how one park ranger put it in a video posted by Dare County.
Those impacts are magnified tremendously. We can have debris on the beach that is so thick that in some areas it's difficult to walk. Much of that debris is ridden with nails, and therefore it poses a public safety issue. So it's really important for the owner of the house to themselves or with their contractor start cleaning up as soon as possible. We have found in many cases we've had to supplement that cleanup to try to mitigate the impact to the visitors, habitats, and resources of the park.
So what's another solution? Well, they could move the homes. Again, that can be done. But the process is often more expensive than the home is even worth. So you ask about insurance. Those people have insurance, right? Well, first, the private insurers, when it comes to moving the house, they say, no way. That's not what we do. We're not there to move a house. Second, they have the federal flood insurance. That's a thing too, but they won't do that work either, even though they used to. The Upton-Jones Act passed in 1988. It provided this service, 40% of the policy to relocate the home, 110% to demolish it. It incentivized people to take care of this issue. But 6 years later, in 1994, that law was repealed. It was just too expensive. Meaning, for most people, the easiest path to get any money at all is to do the one thing insurance will pay for, and it's the worst case scenario, allowing the ocean to take the house and to spread that debris up and down the coast. Now, a pair of North Carolina congressmen are trying to change this. Republican Greg Murphy and Democrat Dawn Davis working across the aisle here. They sponsored the Prevent Environmental Hazards Act. It would let national flood insurance programs to give payouts to demolish or relocate homes before they are destroyed and cause all those problems. They proposed the bill last year. Today, we checked in with Representative Murphy to get an update to ask if there has been any progress here, and he sent us a statement that reads, in part, I continue to vigorously advocate for urgent action by the House Financial Services Committee, where my bill has been referred to. It is common sense reform that I will continue to fight for as long as I have the honor to serve our coastal community. So that was a really long way of saying it hasn't gone anywhere. Not yet, anyway. Congress is back in session next week, so we'll see what happens. But a solution can't come soon enough. A report from the State Department of Environmental Quality found that 8,800 oceanfront properties in North Carolina, of all those, 750 are at risk from erosion. But that number could get bigger. The report goes on to say this situation is anticipated to worsen with increasing sea level rise and coastal storms. Like I said, the waves will keep crashing. The beach will continue to erode. Storms like Hurricane Erin, even if they never make landfall, will only make it worse. What else do you want to know about this? Send me an email, dan@WRAL.com. What questions do you have about beach erosion, the consequences of hurricanes at our coast, the outlook as these storms continue to intensify? And honestly, right here in the Triangle, what does it mean for all of us? Tell me what is on your mind, and we will go in depth.